Put that on my own mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my bag, but you could. I look fly, I look too good. Put that on my own mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my bag, but you could. I look fly, I look too good.
What's good, y'all? Welcome to the Mommy First podcast.
Where your mommy first.
And a baddie after.
Ow.
So what y'all got going on? We have made it, y'all.
Yes.
We finally made it. We
Yes.
made it. It's been a long
We
time
are
coming,
here.
but we finally got together. So we should introduce each other. Like, introduce ourselves.
Okay.
You want me to start? Okay.
Yes.
Hey. So I am Danny B, Danny the Icon, whatever y'all want to call me. I'm a mom of an almost 3-year-old little boy named Josan. He's my little Sour Patch Kid. And yeah, I have a lot to say about motherhood because it's ghetto over here. But I love it.
Yeah.
Now who y'all is?
Absolutely. My name is Lila. What's good? I have a almost 4-year-old. He'll be 4 in August, actually. So
Birthday
big
planning
coming up.
time.
Yes. He wants Super Mario.
Oh,
So we gonna Super
yeah.
Mario it up for my baby
Love Super
Yeah.
Mario. We listen to the
Yeah.
Ninja song every day.
every day. We just did that on
We do.
karaoke yesterday.
Ah, that's
Girl.
so
But yeah, so that's my baby. Love him to death. He's a wild one. He's a wild one. He definitely keeps me on my toes.
He be so
and-
quiet in public though. That's crazy that you say that. He be just chilling.
Girl, he's like his mama. He's like his mama. We don't like people.
I can see that.
Yeah. But
Okay.
that's us. We in her.
And I'm going to introduce myself as Typical Tana. If you know me in real life, you know my actual name. But Typical Tana, I have 2 kids, a 4-year-old son and a 12-year-old daughter. And it is a whole Lifetime movie at my house. So y'all will learn more over time. Just keep following us, y'all.
Yeah, we gonna tell y'all about what we got going on. But yeah, we're just here. We're just all, of course, as you heard, moms, and we just always have a lot to say about things that are going on, and we just want to give an outlet for not only ourselves but anybody who might tune in so that they give their input because there's a lot be going on.
Yeah, and we, as moms, we still regular people, so we experience all the stuff that other people experience who don't have kids. So we just want y'all to see that side, because when y'all see moms or y'all hear moms, y'all think it's this whole universe of differentness. No, it's not any different. We just so happen to be a mom.
They act like motherhood is where you go, where a baddie goes to die. Like,
I
you a mom,
swear.
you can't do nothing. You ain't usually you who used to be. And things change. So we gotta let y'all know that we still here. We just got little kids to worry about. Speaking of that, so I saw on Facebook there's a lot of discourse with what is considered a single mom. So before I get to that, what would y'all describe as a single mom?
Me personally, I just feel like a single mom is a woman that has a child and isn't married, lives alone, so possibly provides for the child 90% of the time. So that's what I would consider a single mom.
Yeah, I concur. Yeah.
What do you say, Tana?
No, that's exactly how I see it. A mom who is basically taking care of everything under her own household, doesn't live with, whether it's a boyfriend or the baby daddy or, not married. And even if she did have a boyfriend, I sometimes still consider myself as a single mom, and I live with my boyfriend, but 90% of the time I have to take care of everything for 2 of my kids. And then I am approaching my boyfriend saying, "Hey, can you help me?" It's not expected from him,
Yeah.
And I still have to keep that in mind. So I still, until we are married, I still consider myself a single mom.
That's how I feel. I see people call themselves stepmom and stepdad when they're not married. I personally don't think, like, you're not the stepmom, stepdad if you're not married. Because since you're a kid, you can leave tomorrow and not deal with my kid ever again.
Right.
Whereas, like, if we're married, you want to leave a little more to go with it. And you're going through the process of adopting the kid. But I saw, so one post I saw that said, if you are you're no longer with the dad, but he's still, like, if you're co-parent, he's still around. You're not a single mom. You're just a single bitch with a baby.
Oh, wow.
So, like, and I saw another girl who I'm shocked because she is a mom. Like, I know her personally. She's a mom. She's very, you know, like, support moms. She doesn't feel like if you're not a single mom unless the dad is completely out the picture.
I don't
agree.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree. The struggle is still real. The struggle can still be real at my household. I have to not only take care of myself, but take care of these kids where I feed them. I make sure the bills are paid. I make sure they get to the places they need to get to. I got to make sure I got gas in my car. I mean, most of the time financially, it's a lot on one person. And it does even out when you have two people under the household. So to say, oh, you're not a single mom when it's a completely different expectation.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the dad could be in your life. He could be around. But it just depends on what he's doing. So
it does.
He could be around trying to hit it every chance he get, or trying to make sure that you know with somebody
Which
else.
is true.
But if you're not providing for this child,
you're not going to doctor
our
appointments
child,
for this child.
exactly, then again, I'm providing for this child 90% of the time.
At least we're giving the 10%.
Because by her logic, my baby daddy gets, on average, he must spend like once a month. By her logic, I'm not a single mom because he gets them once a month. And that's not, no, he's providing nothing financially. Not to call him out, sorry, boo. But
Yeah.
I'm a single mom. Even though you do get him, he's with him now, but it doesn't mean I'm not a single mom because I'm providing everything. I'm the one who has to take off work for a doctor's appointment, or he's sick and he go to daycare. I'm the one that has to make sure he has clothes for every season. So I don't know. That just kind of threw me off that people like we're not all in agreement to what a single mom is.
Well, I got another angle. So just besides the dad portion of it, I've heard from experience someone say, oh, you're not a single mother because your parents or your mama is taking care of the kid, even though in reality it's still, you know, a certain percentage of the mom helping out because the person is going to work. And who else is going to take care of the child if they don't have a support system like that? But that's what they're trying to say.
Struggle. They can't get no help.
Apparently no. We're supposed to be super women all the time.
For real. And I don't, like, because what gets me is you complain when we have our mothers or something, you know, watching our child while we work. But then you complain if we're just sitting at home and we're getting help from the government. So which is like, I don't understand. Like, come on, like what are we doing here? Like, would you rather me work?
And then if we don't do neither and we sitting here like basically about to die over because we taking care of everything, they're gonna complain about that because you're not doing enough.
You need to put yourself first. Oh my gosh, you need to get a break. I do. You're very much right. You want to babysit? No. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think we're single moms. I don't care what your baby daddy do. If you are not,
or what kind of help you
married,
have,
honestly, or what kind of help you have, even if your boyfriends help you or baby daddy does help sometimes,
or your mama helps you, or your daddy helps you.
It takes a village.
Yeah, but as soon as you get a village, it's like a problem.
Yeah, you sing differently. Well, no, we are going to put out there. It takes a village. It really does to help raise these kids.
I'm glad we're on the same page. That's what I was I'm like, so I'm not a single mom? Let me see this daycare bill since you think I'm not a single mom.
I know, that's right.
I ran across a Facebook post. It brought to my mind the question of, do single moms only consider rich guys that can financially take care of her and her kids?
Yes.
No.
I'll just wait.
I'm sitting here that look, I put a percentage on. It is close to, and I'm being gracious at this point, it is like 35, 45%.
I do agree to being financially stable. Financially secure. I wouldn't.
You see how you put that though? You said financially stable, financially secure. It's a difference. We're not expecting you to take care.
Exactly. I mean, because at the end of I don't know. At the end of the day, I need a daddy. My baby don't. So
I like how you put that, girl.
So I mean, I would like for you to be financially stable, financially secure, even to take care of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But
Yes. I like that too.
But not necessarily, you know, I don't expect you to take care of my child, because I'm going to do that regardless of whoever it is. So, you know, taking care of me, you know, that's another thing. But
kind of indirectly taking care of you is taking care of him.
Exactly, because we're a package deal also.
Because the money you would use to take care of yourself can now go more than
Exactly. Exactly. So, I mean, yeah, you're right. Kind of intertwined.
That's what I'm looking for, honestly. Do you want to read the thing?
Yeah, so one of the comments, I'll say the post after I say this comment, but one of the comments that I seen on Facebook read, most men who are successful, and this is coming from a guy, I can't say his name, I don't want no legal action, but most men who are successful want to create their own families, not inherit someone else's. And you're right, in this economy, nobody should be trying to do it alone, but most black women, and he meant it, most black women looking for a man to come take care of them and other niggas' kids, so they're not gonna land a successful man most of the time. Trigger alert for me.
To that point, though, my baby daddy once told me that no man, especially one that doesn't have kids, is gonna want a woman with kids. Baby, when I tell you my little roster, all men with no kids, if they love me and my baby mama
First of all, the trigger that comes to me when I read this, first of all, any man that approach me, I lead with the fact that I have kids. It was on my profile. I said I have 2 kids and I'm single and this and that. So you was aware from the beginning that I had kids, and you still could try to pursue me. You still came in my DMs. You still text me all the time, even though I'm saying you don't have to. I'm sitting here living my life, whatever. But you continue to want to pursue that. Whatever your intentions is, that's yours, baby. But you can't sit here and say that I'm looking for a man to take care of. You're the one coming to me.
Exactly. Because I did have somebody come up to me, knew I had a child, you know, talked about, oh, your child is handsome, you know what I mean? So, you know, knew I had a child and said to me that, he said, I have a list. And this list was, I guess, all of the things that he looked for in a woman, you know, wanted as far as a relationship is concerned. One of them was he wanted a woman that didn't have a child. And I was taken aback, because I was like, so why are we here? Right. Why are we here?
Because, and was it a casual conversation that he just was like, well, here's my list? Or was y'all going back and forth about something? So we were just kind of
going back and forth about something. We were just conversing. You know, we were just talking about, because we have been, you know, hanging out, you know, getting to know each other and stuff like that. And he was like, you know, well, I kind of had said that I didn't want a woman that had a kid. And I'm like, bro,
cause there's nothing you can do about that. It's not like I'm saying I want a woman who don't
wear makeup. So why are we?
You can change that. The kid ain't going nowhere.
Right. But I'm like, why are we here? Because you knew from jump that I had a child.
Yeah.
So I was like, if you don't want somebody that doesn't have a child, then exit stage left, because
there's nothing.
Where's he going?
About. Yeah.
Where's he going?
Right.
You know what I mean? And then it just kept on and kept on. And I was like, look, at the end of the day, I do not fit your list.
Right.
So what you gonna do?
I feel like, because I be reading into lines with people, they need to work on their communication. But I feel like by him bringing it up, I think he was trying to allude to the fact that I made this exception for you, even though this is not what I would typically do. So this is my effort in trying to be with you.
Yeah.
I know, girl. I I know, but
or it could have been a negotiable. Like,
yeah.
It could have been.
Yeah.
He did mention, he's like, well, you're different, and you know, I really like you.
It could have been
whatever.
a compliment.
It's like,
men suck at compliments.
They suck.
It could have been him trying to compliment.
Yes.
Like, I really feel you.
She's like, I am.
I'm going to negotiate that.
Because it went left.
I was like, I don't care about none of that. Okay, so did you read the original post already?
I did not, but I'm going back to that original post. So that was a comment that I read first from a repost, and I feel like it says Erica. So this is a girl who reposted this, but anyways. The actual post says, Black women are single because they want to get paid for being in a relationship.
Black women.
Yeah, Black women.
In all caps.
And all caps.
All women do, though. That's the thing about it. I don't know why it's so hard, or people want to put it all on Black women. When I say white women, even Hispanic women, they are raised up and trained to go after the man with money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They go. I went to high school with so many girls who went to college with their sights set on finding a man, a husband, who's gonna have money. So they went for the guys in med school or the guys. You know, they're not gonna deal with struggle love. I don't know why they think us as Black women, we have to be the ride or die. We have to struggle. We can't just have the soft life. I'm tired of the struggle love. I want a soft life.
Because subconsciously, Black people are supposed to be dealing with the struggles because we've been dealing with the struggles. No, we changing that. Right. As Black people, as Black women, we do not want to struggle just like everybody else. Yes, struggle might build strengths, but we still don't want that.
Right.
We still don't want that.
We came from the struggle. So when do we stop struggling?
Point in the movie I was telling you about earlier, They Clone Tyrone. Y'all need to watch it because that's what it's about. On how we as Black people have been trained up to, we always struggle, so we just want to stay in that struggle. We don't know that if we really come together, we can be something so much bigger. We can have soft lives and luxury and not have to deal with not having what we want, or if we do date a man with money, we're gold diggers. Like, it's not really the case. You should definitely want to date somebody that's a man is supposed to provide.
Yeah.
So why would you, so when we go after a man who provides, it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's really the man who not providing that have the problem. Like, the man who provide don't care.
And look, that's the crazy thing. Because even when we're like, okay, you know, we're going to be the bigger person. We're going to give you the benefit out and still be with you even though you don't have no car, no house to stay, no job, whatever. We're still going to be here for you. You still put us through all kinds of hell. You don't even bring up the fact that we
make it peaceful.
No. No.
Not that it's broke and stressful. Like,
look,
come on.
After I broke up with my baby daddy and we were together for 5 years at that time, there was some mental stuff going on. Background, y'all. At a certain point in my relationship with my baby daddy, I wasn't sexually attracted to him. Like, the sex was gone, and I got to the point where I thought something was wrong with me. Like, because I wasn't even being attracted to even other good-looking men out there. So I'm thinking, okay, something's going on with me, whatever. And then I guess when that stress left my life, about a month later, I started getting horny and all that stuff, whatever. So that's when I started putting myself out there on the dating sites. And I met a guy whose conversation was really good. And he didn't really lead with much about his financial background. He just said at the time he was working. And I don't know if he was working at Subway, but I don't know if he said that or I just found out. Either way, I looked past the Subway because we're having good conversation. You seem respectful. Like, all of these things I'm paying attention to. So we talk. About a month later, we become boyfriend and girlfriend. Now, that's super fast after you come out of a relationship. But anyways, we become boyfriend and girlfriend. This Negro at the beginning, like I said, was working at Subway. He was roommating and he didn't have a car. Okay, looking past all of this stuff, he made his little way into my life, and then he was putting little seeds like, I don't have no family because I'm live in a different state and I'm trying to leave this certain type of lifestyle, and you're here and I love how you support and blah blah blah. Basically, can I move in with you?
Yeah.
I said, we had multiple conversations like, hell no, I don't want to live with no man after what I experienced, whatever. Anyways, the Negro ended up disappearing for a week, like didn't answer his phone, none of that. And then he resurfaced after a week. I don't know. I did my investigation after the fact, but at the time I didn't know what was going on. I was just concerned because you just disappeared.
Yeah.
He came back. He was still like visiting. He wasn't living with me, but he was staying, spending the night or whatever. And then I want to say like 2 or 3 weeks later, 3 weeks later, this fool ended up stealing my bank card and my card. And then I found my car down the street where I lived, like just kind of parked on the side with the doors open with the actually, I didn't even find it. My best friend and her lover found it. Well, I'll say baby daddy found it. And the keys was on the seat, the driver's side seat of my car. So my car could have got stolen again, but he left it and then disappeared. And then
He pulled a Carly Russell. Oh no.
Girl.
Let me find out you was named Carly.
Girl.
Carlito. Carlos.
All of that happens. I ended up getting my bank card back. Well, I ended up, because it was about like $200 or $300 that was stolen off of my bank card. I ended up getting that replaced by my banker. And then I think I replaced my bank card. I don't remember how that actually went. But my money was good, and then my car was back. He comes back into the picture. He comes up with this whole elaborate story that he was getting robbed at gunpoint. Girl, it was a hot mess anyway, any which way.
Oh, he was Carlos Russell for real.
And he was an Aries. If anybody knows what that is like. He was an Aries man. And that was my first time dealing with Aries men. But anyways, even after that, because I know some personal things, I'm not going to put him out there. I still was trying to work with him, but I hurried up, got him a bus ticket and sent his butt back to where he came from. Because I'm like, no, you're not going to keep on trying to disrupt my life like this because of your issues. And even though initially in the beginning, I didn't care that you worked at Subway, didn't have this, all that stuff. I still was trying to vibe with you, but you bringing all this extra stuff for what?
Yeah. We be down. We be holding men down.
Holding them down.
It's like,
and then
at
the
what
audacity.
point do we get to, like, you need to do better for yourself? And let's be a moms, we gotta look at it different. Like, I can't keep playing with you. In my 20s, I could be a ride or die when I had nothing else going on. But now, I gotta, provide for a child. I would like to have more kids in the future. I need somebody that's a little more stable. And I don't want to be in this co-parenting, doing it by myself situation again. Like, it's fine if you don't got it all together. Like, so we don't got everything. Like, we're working towards figuring out what it is.
But the bare minimum is at least taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
That's for anybody. Bare minimum.
They be homosexuals. They just be going woman to woman trying to figure out who's going to take care of them.
Yeah.
Mommy issues.
Because a lot of men, they're so used to a woman taking care of them. So they don't know how to take care of themselves. And I know my mom says all the time, like, most men don't even mature till they 40. And I'm just like, but don't nobody want to...
A study said that maturity comes in at 43.
If you want to date a man that has money, financially well off or stable, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with
That's
that.
what you want. If you want to date, if you want to have struggle love, there's nothing wrong with that for you.
Right.
Me personally, I'm tired of it.
It's preferences, and that goes for the men. If y'all listening, if y'all want to date women that got themselves together, that's cool.
And
if you don't,
you want to date bum?
A lot of them do. So, do you feel that a DNA test should be given at birth?
Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with it because
required.
Like given at birth,
like
whether you feel like it's your child or not. Like,
I don't see nothing
DNA
wrong with that. They do a lot. So in my job with medical records, we have birth certificates, and you'd be surprised. You think it's just birth certificates with you'd be surprised what information they have to collect just for that. And so I just feel like it's just another indicator to collect.
Because do you think that a lot of these men aren't really providing because they, in the back of their mind, like they're just going off basically what the woman said, but in the back of their mind they're like, I really don't know if this child is mine.
I think some
possibly,
men,
yeah.
I think a lot of men make this stuff.
Yeah.
Like my baby daddy be saying that, and he know for a fact that my son is his. offended. That's so offensive to me.
It is offensive.
Like, it's required. Like, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But I feel like, at first, that's offensive to me because when you saying I'm just out here.
But
and I'm not that type of girl. Like, I'm sure there's girls out here that be just out there and you don't know who the baby daddy is. But I'm not the type of girl. So if that's what if you're accusing me of being somebody that I'm not, which is what kind of offends me. And this wasn't like a fly-by-night. We were together for 2 years. Like, it ain't a fly-by-night relationship where it's just like, you got a random girl pregnant.
Right.
So it's like, we made this child, planned it.
We was
planned it. And then you're going to pull that on me. So it's like.
But it takes out the whole ideal of the fact that that it can even be brought up in the first place, because they're quick. Once you get pregnant, they're quick to be like, oh, that baby's not mine, or even allude to it. That's what happened with Emery. Even though it was a summer fling, that was my boyfriend. And as soon as, and this, bringing back to those memories, before I officially became pregnant, he would say stuff like, if you have a kid, I'm going to take care of you and the baby and blah, 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 all that kind of bull. So, that kind of made me feel a little more secure in this supposed guy. And then as soon as I tell him I'm pregnant, that might not even be mine. And I felt, for him saying that, I felt really offended, because I'm like, I'm over your house every day. How is it not yours? Like, I'm not about to do all I'm not doing that extra stuff just to fuck around. Like, no. I think somebody else, a third party or whatever, just coming in and saying, hey, just to put it out there initially, we're going to do this, because it's a third party. They ain't worried about it. I think it's more personal when it comes from the guy that you're sleeping with or whatever, to say or allude, baby's not mine.
Because like I said, with like Danny said, we planned this. Like, we were regularly, having intercourse
with no protection. I got on birth control. Like, you knew what was up. Like, what could happen.
I was never even on birth control, and you knew that. So, we were having intercourse. We was in it. We was doing the dang thing. But so it's like he made one comment one day. He was like the whole 4 years that we had been together, never cheated on this man. And he's like, well, I don't know, because I would see you flirting with other guys. What?
Yeah.
What?
I know.
If you don't feel like he's yours, please, by all means,
get that test.
Go ahead.
Right.
But guess what? I'm not paying for it. So
right.
Go right ahead.
Right. Because that's another thing. You financially, you might have to pay for it.
Do what you want to do.
And then that might have these men like, okay, I don't want to. Even though I feel like this might not be mine, I don't want to pay for this test or whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, go ahead. That's not going to hurt me, because I feel like you're the one that's going to be looking stupid.
Right.
Not me.
Yeah.
I know who I slept with. I know who my child is by.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. On to that point, I guess my question is, why would it be required? Like, what happens next for your comfort? Like, no, if that's the requirement, then we need to require automatic sign up for child support.
That's
what
we should.
Because he'll be saying,
we should.
Like, I don't think he's mine. To make an excuse on why he doesn't do something. Like, I don't know.
Shout out to my baby daddy, but we should. Like,
I said, we can get a test. Absolutely. We ain't going to go buy one from Walgreens. We're going to go down to the court, child support office, take the test there, and go ahead and sign for child support. Then he's like, okay, well, I know he's mine. Exactly. What's the point? I know who my child's father is. And you know too. You know.
I think it's really gonna benefit those guys who does get played by those women for years though. I agree, because I couldn't imagine taking care of a child like it's mine.
18 years,
and then you find out
what it is.
Oh my gosh!
Those are the women that messed up for all of us.
Yeah.
Because that does happen. Yeah. That happens often, actually.
Yeah.
So I get it. I get why men want that, but it's kind of like required. It needs to be something else added on to it. Because now we're doing too much for the men. Like, we're just doing it just to make the men feel better than if they know it's their kid.
But I think most of them are going to find out it is there. And yes, I think the whole child support thing should come into play with that whole thing.
It definitely should. But if it's just to get the test just for that and nothing else happens after, there's no child support. If a man's going to take care of the kid, he's going to take care of the kid.
Right, exactly.
Period. He's not going to do it, he's not going to do it.
Yeah.
So a child support, a DNA test saying yes or no is
doesn't
not going to
mean
make
nothing.
him take care of it more than
But I do feel like even with child support, because you can take them off of child support.
You can, exactly.
If that's,
exactly.
if that's a requirement, you get a DNA test and you automatically on child support.
Then the baby mama.
Then if you can show me that you're going to provide, even
Right.
being on child support, I will take you off.
Yeah, it gotta be both.
I will take you
do
off.
It can be a requirement, but then we gotta be ready to file the child support
Right.
now.
And you got to show me that once I take you off, that you're not going to be on,
BS.
no BS.
Right.
Yes.
Well, there's some women out there that don't like the idea of child support. They specifically think it's there to destroy black families.
I always see the men that talk so bad about like Future or Chris Brown paying so much for child support. I'm like, you are paying $50 a month. Why you got so much to say about how much they paying? Like, you're not paying nothing. This is why they trying to break down the black man, sir. I think about.
But this is women though. This is women who said this. Who is against the whole child support because this is not a man. This is women.
Women
That's,
like who?
Wow.
Oprah, who's financially stable.
No, just regular women.
Pick me. That's what it is. Why would you be against something that's going to help a child? That's going to support
I haven't
a
explored
child?
because this was a long time ago, and at the time, I don't think I looked into this woman, so I don't even know if this woman have kids to have that type of opinion. But
they're pick me.
Exactly.
Don't got kids. I'm not against people who don't have kids making comments on like parenting scenarios, but you have a bias outlook on it. You're not really gonna know the inner workings until you actually have a child.
Exactly.
And I'm a big never say never.
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
Right. You don't know what kind of situation you're gonna be in.
Exactly.
So choose what
you
say
never know.
carefully.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna do in a situation until you in that
Exactly.
situation.
Yeah.
Those are my things I would have said about parenting that I do completely different now that I actually have a kid.
Yeah.
We make motherhood look good, and
We
I
do.
swear, like women, they definitely hold it down, and we will provide, make it happen, regardless. Like
And what we got going on.
regardless of what we have going on, we will stretch a dollar and make it happen. So
For everybody
Big
in
up.
our lives.
big ups to
Give us our
each
child, but
woman.
we give us ourselves.
Right. All right. Well, it is time for Mommy Moment.
Yay.
So, Mommy Moment is where we share a good or bad motherhood moment from the past week. So, unfortunately, mine is not going to be a good moment. I do feel bad because I found myself getting really upset and frustrated and angry and annoyed with my son this past week. He just was doing the opposite of everything that he knew how to do. And it was just like, I was embarrassed in in restaurants and in stores by how he was acting.
Yeah.
And so I definitely had to, take away some things that he likes. And there was days that I'm like, look, you're going to eat. You're going to bed. Like, that's it. And he's like, Mommy, let's play. And I'm like, no, we're not playing. We're not playing. You did enough of that in that restaurant. You did enough of that in that store. We're not playing. You're going to bed. And I just felt bad because, like I said, he is out of town now. So I just hate that that's what he had to think about. After, getting ready to leave his mommy.
Yeah.
Even though I did say, I love you, have fun. But, it still kind of hurt my heart to even have to do all of that. So, that's my
Now you're going to
moment.
spoil him and play with him when he come home.
Exactly. And he's already riding. That's the issue. That's the issue. But yeah, that's my mommy moment for
What about
the
you,
week.
Danny, the icon?
Mine, very similar, but I can kind of spin it to be a bad/good. Also been very frustrated. We're potty training right now. Y'all potty training our kids. Y'all know it's a struggle. I don't know. So small win. He now can pee in the potty. And he has to pee.
Woo,
So that's great.
Go.
Pooping's another thing though. He was still in the potty. I would let him get up. Not even 5 minutes later, like the toilet was still going through the sounds, and he pooped on himself. So I would get mad. I've been kind of work's been stressful, so you work at a full-time job, you come home, still have to do your second full-time job, you patience runs thin. So I would have moments where I would like yell at him or like get on him, or I say, no, I don't want to play with you, or no, I'm not watching TV with you. You're about to go to bed right now. So those moments, because he'll have like his tantrums, he'll get upset. But I'm the person. I seen a post about this too. When he falls asleep, I'm the one that's like, I'm so sorry for yelling at you. I wish I was a better mom, and I give him kisses, even though he can't hear me. He's asleep, and I make sure moments like go and cuddle with him, so maybe he'll feel my presence. That's not my mom moment, that mom guilt, but it happens. It's real. As long as we kind of realize like we have moments. We're humans. We're vulnerable. We have stressful things going on. But still know that you're still the best mom for your kids. So that's kind of like the realization I had, that I have my short fuse moments, but I always try to make sure, like when he wakes up the next day, I'm playing with him a little extra because I know I yelled at him before bed. Yeah. So that's mine.
Well, mine's involved my bonus kid, which is my boyfriend's son. It's a little bit of guilt, just personal guilt, as well as mom guilt. But I was also kind of proud of him and us parents, specifically me. It's a different way to navigate other people's kids, but you're still a caregiver at the end of the day. And so for me, living with my boyfriend and his son, I treat him like I would treat my own kids. So I'm a little bit more of a stern parent or parenting style. Not so much yelling. I have my moments with yelling, but I just really, you got to do it. You put that pressure on the kids. So he wanted to, we was going to Walmart to get a couple of things. He wanted to tag along so that he can get some V-Bucks because he got some money from being over his people's house. And so we're like, okay, yeah, that's cool, whatever. But I pulled my boyfriend I was in the room with my boyfriend and I was like, hey, so many times we're talking about money with him and how to be responsible and this and that. Just for context, he is about to turn 10. And so I'm like, we're always trying to instill these responsibilities and what it's like to take care of things financially. This is a good opportunity for him to learn, whether it's the hard way or whatever way it turns out. And we didn't tell him up front that that's what was going to happen. We just sort of got to Walmart. He immediately was like, Dad, you got your cell phone? We was like, well, my boyfriend was like, yeah, why? And I'm looking at him like, why too? And he's like, well, I want to go get these V-Bucks. I want to look for these V-Bucks, whatever. And I'm like, just looking at my boyfriend and he's basically like, well, sure. And I'm like, all right. This is me now. I'm like, all right, we're going to let you go see these V-Bucks or whatnot. But as soon as you get these V-Bucks, call us immediately and come to us immediately. No side moments, no nothing. So about 3 minutes pass. He calls us. I'm like, okay, we're here in Walmart. I see him. He comes with a bag of candy and Gatorade, which is fine. It's his money. Right. Do you, boo, do you. And so I'm like, okay. As we're shopping, he's trying to figure out the cost of everything. We talking about tax. Look, we this is how we are in real life. Just how it is. I mean, they don't. Anyways, it's a whole nother topic. But anyways, the tax part got too complicated with him, so we just like stick to what you know, which is just the price added together. He knew the price. I'm like, okay, and sitting secretly, me and Tony like, if he goes to the U-Scan and he can't afford it, he's just gonna have to learn how to put something back. Ooh. So we go to the U-Scan. Y'all know how Walmart is. It's basically all of these cash registers, no cashiers, and everybody at the U-Scan. So the line is long as hell. So we waiting to get to the U-Scan. We finally get to the top of the line. My son, my bonus child, he goes to the youth scan himself, and we basically are going to go to a different one, the one next to him. And when that happened, I could see the faces in my peripheral, people just like looking. One woman kind of pulls up her cart because she's confused on why this 9-year-old boy got his own, youth scan, and he's trying to figure it out because we're slowing down, even though there's plenty of them over there.
Right.
But they're trying to figure out what's going on. And I had to tell her, he's paying for his own stuff. And she's like, oh, and go somewhere else. So I could just feel, or at least it's all in my head, that everybody's getting impatient and this and that. But I also heard other people like, oh, that's what's up, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm steadily trying to block out whatever noise, whether it's positive, whatever it is, block it out so that I can focus on him, because I'm just standing there watching him check it out. And then I'm also trying to help my boyfriend, my son, check out our stuff. But I'm trying to make sure, Tana, don't take over, because I have a tendency of taking over, trying to help. I'm always the helper, the fixer, whatever. But in this space, I'm like, no. And I hear bits and pieces of him like, oh, it's not taking my money. And I wanted to say something and show him, but then he basically takes the dollar and rubs it himself without somebody telling him, to straighten out the dollar. And he figures out how to put it in the machine. And then when it came to, he was like, I don't have enough money. I said, oh, well, baby, you got to figure out what you got to take off. And he did. And he successfully paid for his stuff. He still got some, his drink and his candy, because he had an extra candy. He still got some candy. To me, that's a win-win. Baby, you still got your stuff. You got to do it yourself. And this is, most times we learn from the hard times. So this is going to be something that's going to stick in your brain, because it was that, but it didn't feel great. Yeah. I still felt in my head, I'm like, dang. Was that really a good decision for me to put that pressure on him? Because
he figured it out.
Yeah, but we all know how pressure is. So I'm like,
gotta learn at some point.
I know. It's just the mom and me, because we always want to protect. We don't even want them to deal with pressures. But in reality, when they become adults, they're gonna be dealing with it regardless.
He gets older for sure. He's gonna be so much smarter than the other kids. Like, how to live life. They don't teach you at school.
They don't.
They teach you how to use a use scan and get your math and know your tax and do all that.
They should, but they don't.
It's good that he's learned that at home. That reminds me. Y'all watch the Cosby Show? Remember the episode where they made like Theo act like he was like written in a room?
Really?
No. It was like they had to like.
See, they was trying.
I actually hated the Cosby Show. So.
Really? Oh, that's another topic.
It is another topic. We have to talk about that. Oh my god!
But that's good. At least you didn't, because you scanned. It's a you scan. So at least you didn't teach him, well, put it in the bag anyway and let's walk out this store.
Yeah.
At least you didn't, because I know me personally, I would have just been like, you don't have enough to pay for it. And I would have felt bad, and then I'd be like, well, here, I'll just pay for what you couldn't afford.
See?
You know what I mean? Because, again, that's why my son's spoiled now.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so
that's why my daughter's spoiled.
That was definitely a good lesson.
It's
so
still hard to get through.
I would consider that a mommy.
No, that's mommy guilt.
Yeah, mommy guilt.
That was a really good one.
I felt guilty.
Understand, but yeah.
I'm usually the person who's like, I'll take your pain away. That's how I am with my friends, with my family. So especially with my kids. But I'm also learning the more that I enable them, the more that they don't have that reliance on themselves. So it's a learning process.
Yes. That's good.
But I guess this goes into Mommy Still Got It. Where we are going to say what type of self-care we're going to give ourselves in the upcoming week, or what we have done for ourselves in the past week. And so my Mommy Still Got It moment is when me and Danny and some other friends, we went to a heels dance class. It was so fun.
I'm sad I missed it.
Yeah.
There'll be more.
There's going to be more. And I was proud of myself because that Saturday, it was a lot going on. Actually, that week was a lot going on, and it's still a lot. I'm tired, but I'm glad that I didn't find an excuse to, get out of that, regardless if I paid $15 for it. Got to bond with my friends, and also got to do something that I look at YouTube and other social media and be like, oh, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah. And to see myself in that space and actually get through it. And actually, we both, look, we're going to put little videos showing how we both killed it. Like, it was really good. It also opened up my eyes that, I need to work on this because I was tired after I was in pain. I was hurting for 2 days.
Begging knees going. I realized my knees was all cracking. It was fun though. I'll never go to another one.
Yeah.
Next time she has one, we're gonna have to go.
Definitely.
You're going this time.
So what y'all?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your mama?
Mama, I hope you're not busy. You got Kendrick for me. So my mommy still got it moment. Of course. Elmo went to car heaven.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to get me another vehicle. And I spent literally all day long.
You moved fast. I didn't expect you to be
for
getting you get a rental. You got a whole car. I saw Rachel wait. I said she got a whole car.
That's what's up.
Because
I was like, oh my gosh, she was on it.
When rentals like they cost.
Yeah,
they can get expensive, and all I could think about was, I can't be without a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Like, people rely on me for transportation. Like, I gotta go to work, all of that stuff. So, I couldn't be without transportation. So, thankfully, I was able to get me a vehicle. And it's an SUV.
Is that like a step up?
It's a step up.
Yes, girl.
That's how you know you're like really tackling motherhood. You get an SUV. I think
yes.
I can't wait till I get to that point where I have an SUV.
Yes.
But don't have to be a cute one.
Yeah.
You can't tell me nothing.
For real.
She have a name yet?
She does not have a name. It's still red, so I kind of wanted to keep Elmo, but I might
have
to.
That's cute.
I have Big Elmo.
Big Elmo, yeah.
Big Elmo.
I like that.
So yeah, but I was excited. I'm glad I got something different, something better.
That's
so
nice.
yeah, and baby loves it. He loves it. So.
Oh, good. So mine, of course, the dance class, which is a lot of fun. But I think my self-care for my mama still got it is I let my son go with his dad 2 weekends in a row, which is great. So I was able, and if y'all know me, y'all know that's a big step in the right direction. Because I would be so don't want him nowhere. He never goes to anybody else's house but like my sister, the only other person he would go. So now he's going over there staying overnight. So that's giving me time to really relax. I was able to go to the dance class, record the podcast. I've been watching movies. I'm a movie girl.
Yeah.
I'm watching Tubi movies. That's my self-care. Like I would take a shower, get ready for bed, lay down, just watch a movie. Yeah. And I watched They Clone Tyrone on Netflix, which was good. And then I watched a Tubi movie called Karma. Y'all watch Tubi movies are so low budget. But
they are.
So good.
They are.
I like all kinds.
Oh my god! I used to watch those type of movies back in the day on Amazon Prime, like the little hood movies. That just brought me back to that time, and it was just so nice just to be like.
It's called Karma.
It's called Karma, girl. And I was watching one earlier called Rotten. Girl, crazy movies, but it was just nice to be able to be in my bed by myself, stretched out. Don't have to worry about no kid not wanting to go to bed or. Up under me, can't really watch what I want to watch. They get kind of dirty in the movies. So I can't watch that with him on the TV. Try to act out stuff that he be seeing on TV. So that was my self-care. I didn't do nothing too crazy, but just being able to let him go with somebody else and take a break for myself.
Good.
It's my self-care.
Yeah.
So,
I love it.
I love it too.
You can come over to my house too, JoJo, if you want.
We'll be done tomorrow. Don't play. I'm going to pick him up when I leave here so he can go. Don't play.
Put it out there.
Okay. So So y'all know we're all about healing our inner child and making sure our kids have a better childhood than us. And you know, we do a lot more. Well, I don't know how y'all childhood was, but I definitely didn't really get out as much as a kid, or wasn't really very involved. So I'm very passionate about taking them kids outside or doing something. It doesn't have to be going outside, just doing something active with your kid besides just giving them a tablet, giving them a phone, and just letting them go about their day. So
yeah,
I guess mine is kind of, I let him go with his dad, so they're like a swimming pool. So that was kind of fun because he was able to actually get outside. He loves to swim. Yeah, I'm assigned him for swimming lessons. So that is part of it. Bluey's coming to town.
Oh, really?
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't know if y'all kids like Bluey.
I really likes him.
But oh my son, he liked them before and he stopped liking them. Now he's back liking Bluey. Okay. So now I think I'm gonna get tickets. It's sometime in August. I can't remember the exact date, but that's gonna be my mission for the week is to figure out when he's coming or when she's coming. Bluey's a girl. And get those tickets. Yeah, Bluey big going girls. Oh, dang. I know, we forget. So I'm going to get those tickets, and that's going to be one of our activities that we're going to have coming up. So Blue's it's off topic. Blue is a girl, too. Yes.
I didn't know that. But first of all, Blue being a girl, then who's the pink?
Melinda is also a girl.
She's a girl.
So there's just two girls.
Interesting. Okay, wow. Learn something new every day.
Baby daddy said we had 17 minutes.
Okay. I think, were you done?
Yeah, I was done.
Oh, okay. So, I think mine would be, so he did get to go, before he left for out of town, he did get to go to main event. Ooh. We went to main event. It's my sister's birthday. So, we did get to go to main event. He had a whole lot of fun. He played laser tag and did really good.
That's dope. Was it funny too?
It was so funny. And then, yes, because at one point he went off from me and they was like, well, he's little, so he got to stay with an adult. And I'm like, where you going? Right. So, but he did have fun. It was funny because after we left out of the arena or whatever, the laser tag arena, it said, you know, has your scores and stuff like that. So I scored the most for our team, but it said trigger happy, and it was him. He was the most trigger happy. That's so cute. It was so funny. Going to town, but he did, and he did have a whole lot of points. I think for him to be 4, he had like 900 points.
That is so fun.
So he did so good. It was so fun and funny watching him. I got to teach my son gun safety.
Right.
Get him ready. He's gonna be a bad man. Right. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then of course he's in Tennessee, living it up. So that was fun. Yeah. That was fun.
Good.
Yeah. I'm gonna be more simple. I think tomorrow or sometime this week we just gonna go to the pool. Me and Irie. Right now it's just Irie. My daughter is in Lexington with her surrogate dad, and my bonus child is with his mom for the weekend. And so if we go tomorrow, it's just gonna be me and Irie bonding at the pool. We go during the week, whichever kid comes back first, we'll all go to the pool.
Okay.
So yeah.
It's gonna be hot, so that's perfect time to go to the pool.
Pretty much. I'm over this heat. I'm over it.
Love fish. Okay, that was the topics. I did have a section for like a let it out mental health reminder. Do y'all have anything y'all want to say? This will also be a time that once we get some listeners, if y'all want to like send something in, I'll have like their email included here. So if you want to have anything to say, just anything you want to get off your chest, any questions, advice, you can definitely send that to us and we'll read it and give advice if y'all want it, or just let whatever your thoughts are.
Whatever thoughts, maybe any accomplishments as a parent or auntie or whatever connection you have with kids, we can shout you out if that's what you want eventually down the road. So
anything to say? Anything you want to let out, or anything mental health reminders?
I just want to say that If nobody told you, ladies, you are doing the dang thing.
Aww, thank you.
We are all doing our thing. And I am so proud of all of y'all. I know I've been knowing Danny for a while, but just now, just meeting you, like, it's been really awesome.
Oh, thanks.
You have a really great spirit. And girl, you killing this podcast because, you ready.
Yeah.
You ready. And
Me? Okay, so her. I'm saying,
you in there.
We all ready. What you talking about? What you talking about?
You've been killing. You've been killing this podcast.
I didn't realize who you was talking
you just have
because I'll be like, yeah, Danny's killing it.
She looked at me and I'm like, this shit about shit. I bring the ideas and the thoughts, but you get the organization. Like, you guys really like.
I appreciate
y'all. Professional, y'all.
Definitely
like, it's some real
professional
stuff over here. Like, you're doing great. No, we definitely.
I want to say we all doing great because putting it out there, we went all nervous, and I don't think on this camera or even in this audio they gonna tell that we was nervous. It's completely different, and it's so natural just for all of us to be open, real, and respectful, and understanding of what we all been through and is still going through. I think it's dope with all of y'all, with all of us. We all doing the damn thing. So yeah.
See what I mean?
But this was fun, y'all. So thank y'all for tuning in to the Mommy First podcast.
Where you're on Mommy First.
And a baddie immediately after.